against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes leading out the Chiefs. And they, of course, were so close to a trip to Atlanta a year ago. Losers in overtime of the AFC title game. They made it a point that they were going to get back this year, and Mahomes, the 2018 MVP, he has followed through, getting KC to the Super Bowl in his 3rd NFL season.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Here we go. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
It's Coleman here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, team.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. These guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
56, the mark, boy. Exit. Check 56. Exit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Mahomes now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. And it's complete to Kelce. And we'll take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have a big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. I want to get your thoughts on something here as San Francisco starts this next drive. You know, we talked about the lack of pass attempts for Jimmy G in the postseason so far, but they were number 2 in the rushing attack in the league, only behind Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. So you think KC's defense, that they'll stack the box, force the Niners to throw?
I think they have to, because you just get shredded in the run game. It destroys you in the psyche as well as it does out on the field. So you've got to try and take that part away from them. Force Garoppolo to throw, and then on key third down situations, make sure you double tight end George Kittle, because he's the game breaker for them, although the rookie wide receiver Deebo Samuel has really come on as of late.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Check Mike 54.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Motion. Mike 5-4. Watch the curl.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tart came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9.
Check Mike 54. Dawkins, defense, Dawkins.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 15 now. Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Mark 56. Mark 56. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
56. Hey, watch the lane. Walk.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 2nd down, It's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Get that ball.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, you know, occasionally we see unlikely heroes in the postseason, but Raheem Mostert, oh, wow. I mean, everybody knows the story by now, but undrafted out of Purdue, cut 6 times by the Eagles, Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Jets, and Bears. A few of those teams wouldn't mind a do-over, I would imagine, because he latched on in San Fran as a special teamer, and boy, has he taken off late.
And I actually was fortunate enough to see his breakout game at Baltimore. 146 yards in the regular season. They lost by a field goal at the buzzer, but still, you knew then, okay, this guy's got some juice to him. And how about the explosion in the NFC title game against Green Bay? The first man in NFL playoff history to rush for over 200 yards at 220 and 4 touchdowns. No longer is he just a special teams player. He's now a lead running back for a team in contention for the Super Bowl.
And he's got some space here. Kansas City touchdown. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there. The big return after the long missed field goal.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On first down, Garoppolo will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
21. Here we go. Check. 53 is mine. Watch the run. Kill. Watch twist. Six.
There's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Alert 3. White.
Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Walk 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Right there, 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Just throws Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Come on, let's go.
It's Here's a jet sweep. Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lock, lock, lock. 53's mine. Check 53's mine. 6 man.
From the 38, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. Check. 11. Check. I got you.
On first down, Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come up in an offset eye. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill. Hey, gun. Mike, 53. 11. Hey, Echo.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Stay with your man. I got you. 21. Hey, wahoo. Crunch time, defense. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the 27, Mahomes, and he rifles one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 36, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
Now he's forced out left. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're looking to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they're trying to run the ball and run the clock out.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We know down here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dee Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Recon, 152 fighter. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
65. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now he's going to go for it all. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's our time. Right there. Bravo. 54 Mike.
Garoppolo throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, now they'll try the end around. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Merely Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bashaud Breeland. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.